Massachusetts, under the Executive Office of Veteran Services, mandates that any municipality or city that has over 12,000 citizens has a full-time veteran service officer that is employed by that city or town. It's the only state in the union that requires it. There's multiple things that a veteran service officer does, but the main things that I do are dealing with VA claims, and there's kind of two sides to the VA. There's healthcare side and then compensation and pension side. Any veteran that served in any one of the armed services, whether or not it was in combat or not, can file for a service-connected disability for either an injury or a disease that incurred or was exacerbated by their service in the military. A majority of our claims are dealing with toxic exposure, whether or not that's Vietnam veterans and even Korean War veterans through the chemical called Agent Orange, which is an herbicide or defoliaged herbicide that they used extensively in Vietnam, or some of the other chemicals that have been used throughout the course of the military, whether or not that's nuclear or radioactive material, whether or not that's burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan, toxic exposure to like burning oil fields that people were dealing with in Kuwait and Iraq. I would say a large percentage of that is kind of what we're dealing with right now. The reality of it is when you sign your name to that dotted line, you did not do it for prosperity. So I do think that there is a moral obligation, whether or not that's locally by the state or the federal government, to help out those that were willing to make that decision.